Chapter 16 Fulfillment of the Freedom Struggle. Although India became independent, the struggle for freedom was not yet over. There were many princely states in India. The princely states had the right to either merge with India or remain independent. Therefore, the Congress dream of an undivided India was still incomplete. The princely states being independent, India was going to be fragmented into many parts. The Portuguese and the French powers had not relinquished their hold over some territories in India. But India resolved all of these issues firmly. We shall learn more about this in this chapter. The merger of the princely states. There were more than 600 different princely states in India. Due to the influence of the non-cooperation movement, a political awakening began in the princely states. This saw the founding of Praja Mandals in the princely states. Praja Mandals were people's organizations that worked in the interests of the people in the princely states and for securing political rights for them. In 1927, all these Praja Mandals came together to form an All India States People's Conference. This gave an impetus to the movement in the princely states. After India became independent, the then Home Minister of India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, with his great statesmanship, resolved the issue of the merger of the princely states. He took the rulers of the princely states into confidence and prepared an instrument of accession acceptable to all. The rulers of the princely states were thereby assured that a contract with the government of India would be made according to which only the subjects of foreign relations, transport and communication and defense would be handed over to the government of India. All other subjects would remain with the princely states. Sardar Patel convinced the princes how it was in their interest to merge with India. The princes responded well to this appeal. All the princely states except Junagadh, Hyderabad and Kashmir merged with India. Taking a firm stand, Sardar Patel resolved the issue of the merger of these three princely states. The merger of Junagadh. Junagadh was a princely state in Saurashtra. The people there wanted to merge with India. The Nawab of Junagadh, however, was thinking of getting merged with Pakistan. The people strongly protested against his decision. The Nawab then left for Pakistan. After that, Junagadh merged with India in February 1948. The struggle for the liberation of Hyderabad. Hyderabad was the largest princely state in India. It consisted of Telugu, Kannada and Marathi-speaking regions. This state was under the autocratic rule of the Nizam. The people there had no civil and political rights. In order to secure their rights, the people formed regional organizations such as the Andhra Parishad in the Telangana region, Maharashtra Parishad in the Marathwada region and the Kannada Parishad in the Karnataka region. Swami Ramanand Tirth formed the Hyderabad State Congress in 1938. Narayan Reddy and Siraj ul Hassan Tirmizi were associated with him. The Nizam banned this organization. A struggle ensued in order to get the Hyderabad State Congress recognized and to secure democratic rights. It was led by Swami Ramanand Tirth. The Hyderabad State Congress passed a resolution in July 1947 for the merger of Hyderabad state with India. The Nizam, however, took an anti-India stand and started machinations to get Hyderabad merged with Pakistan. With a view to rejecting people's demand for merger with India, Qasim Razvi founded an organization called Razakar with the backing of the Nizam. Qasim Razvi and his followers committed atrocities not only against Hindus but also against the Muslims who supported the democratic movement. This inflamed the public opinion everywhere. The government of India tried to negotiate patiently with the Nizam, but he refused to respond. At last, the Indian government started the police action on 13 September 1948. At last, the Nizam surrendered on 17 September 1948. Hyderabad was merged with India. The struggle of the people in the princely state was successful. The contribution of Marathwada in the struggle for the liberation of Hyderabad. Swami Ramanand Tirth, Govind Bhai Shroff, Baba Saheb Paranjpe, Digambar Rao Bindu, A.K. Waghmare, Narayan Rao Chavan, Anant Bhalerao, S.K. Vaishampayan, Purushottam Chapalgaonkar, Ramling Swami, Devi Sinha Chauhan, Shamrao Bodhankar, Mukundrao Pedgaonkar, Srinivas Rao Borikar, Raghavendra Diwan, Fulchand Gandhi, Manikchand Pahade and others made a valuable contribution to this struggle. The women who took an active part in the struggle for the liberation of Hyderabad were Ashatai Waghmare, Dagdabai Sherke, Karunaben Chaudhary, Pankunwar Kotecha, Geetabai Charthankar, Sushilabai Diwan, Kaveribai Bodhankar and others. Students participated in the struggle through the Vande Mataram movement. In this historic struggle, Ved Prakash, Shyamlal, Govind Pansare, Bahirji Shinde, Sridhar Vartak, Janardhan Mama and others embraced martyrdom. Their sacrifice has been a source of inspiration to all Indians. Thus we see that the leaders and the people in Marathwada had a lion's share in the struggle for the liberation of Hyderabad. Marathwada Mukti Din is celebrated on 17 September in Marathwada to commemorate the struggle for the liberation of Hyderabad. The districts of Aurangabad, Beed, Osmanabad, Parbhani and Nanded in Marathwada were part of the princely state of Hyderabad. The new districts of Jalna, Latur and Hingoli were formed after 1982. Marathwada was not included in independent India on 15 August 1947. After the inspiring struggle of the people, this region was merged with India in 1948. This unique struggle will always inspire the people of the entire country. The Kashmir problem. Hari Singh, the ruler of the state of Kashmir, had decided to remain independent. Pakistan had intended to secure the merger of Kashmir with Pakistan. For this purpose, Pakistan began to put pressure on Hari Singh. At the instigation of Pakistan, armed intruders attacked Kashmir in October 1947. Hari Singh then signed the instrument of accession with India. After Kashmir had thus merged with India, the Indian army was sent for the defense of Kashmir. The army won back a major portion of Kashmir from the possession of the intruders, but a part of it remained under the possession of Pakistan. The merger of the French colonies. Even after India had become independent, Chandranagar, Pondicherry, Puducherry, Karaikal, Mahe and Yanam territories were in the possession of the French. The Indian natives there were eager to get merged with India. The Indian government demanded that these territories, being parts of India, should be handed over to India. France held a plebiscite in Chandranagar in 1949. The people there voted for India. Chandranagar was handed over to India. Thereafter, France handed over the rest of the territories to the government of India. The struggle for the liberation of Goa. Portugal declined to hand over the territories under its possession to India. Indians had to struggle for securing these territories. Dr. T.B. Kunha was in the forefront of this struggle. He worked to bring about an awakening of the people against the Portuguese government. He founded the Goa Congress Committee to struggle against the Portuguese. Later, he founded the organization, the Goa Youth League in Mumbai in 1945. In 1946, he entered Goa and violated the ban on public speech. For this, he was sentenced to 8 years of imprisonment. It was in the year 1946 that Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia started a satyagraha for the liberation of Goa. Violating the ban, he delivered a public speech at Madgaon in Goa, for which the Portuguese government deported him. At about the same time, the Azad Gomantak Dal was raised to liberate the Portuguese colonies of Dadra and Nagar Haveli in Gujarat. On 2nd August 1954, youths of the Azad Gomantak Dal mounted an armed assault and liberated the territories of Dadra and Nagar Haveli from Portuguese rule. Among those who participated in the attack were Vishwanath Lavande, Rajabhau Wakankar, Sudhir Phadke, Nanasaheb Kajrekar and others. In 1954, the Goa Mukti Samiti was formed. The Samiti sent many batches of Satyagrahis from Maharashtra into Goa. N.G. Gore, Sudhir Phadke, Senapati Bapat, Peter Alvarez, Mahadev Shastri Joshi and his wife Sudhatai participated in this satyagraha. Mohan Ranade was a leader of great daring in this struggle. The Portuguese rulers subjected the satyagrahis to unlimited tyranny and atrocities. Some of them became martyrs to the Portuguese tyranny. This infuriated the public opinion in India. The liberation struggle in Goa intensified further. The Indian government was patiently holding negotiations with the Portuguese government, but they did not respond. At last, the Indian government unwillingly took the decision of using military force. In December 1961, the Indian army entered into Goa. Very soon, the Portuguese army surrendered. On 19 December 1961, Goa was liberated from Portuguese dominion. Imperialism was completely rooted out from Indian soil. India's freedom struggle was truly fulfilled. After independence, facing many difficult problems such as poverty, unemployment, illiteracy and inequality, India marched towards development. In all walks of life, progress received a momentum. India became a great democratic nation in the world. Today, in the 21st century, India is marching towards becoming one of the superpowers in the world.